All right.
Okay,
Okay.
Diddy, stop it, Diddy, Diddy, Diddy,
Uh,
Diddy, Diddy.
uh, 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 uh. Tickle your toes. Yeah. What's good, YouTube?
Uh, anyway, so we're talking about Freebirds.
Stealth mode. I'm stealthier. No, you're not.
No, not the classic rock song. We're talking about the movie, the Thanksgiving, going back and saving Thanksgiving for turkeys.
Yep. This movie was stupid. This movie was dumb.
It was great.
This movie was
Okay.
absolutely stupid. Oh my god, we're gonna.
We're going to get into it real fast, but this is all I'm going to say. If you want to laugh and not really care about a story, this is the movie for you.
I will agree on that. Because the story,
Okay.
there was no story. So.
Here, I'm going to jump into the cons just so he can get his feelings out here shortly.
We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving.
I only
Yep.
got 2 short ones.
Let's do it.
Was Reggie left alone in the White House? That's a con. Because they're letting this turkey roam free in the White House and order as many pizzas as he wants. What is up with that?
That's what I want to know. Not even just him being left alone. Like, we'll talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah. But that's all. Like, that's a con because it's like, first off, no animal is going to be left alone in the White House, of all places. That's one. 2, the little girl keeps passing out for some reason. She's like, oh, I'm sleepy.
Some reason. There was a very good reason she was passing out. She's a child. That probably the way she was running around being a savage in the White House, I would drug her too.
That was great. She's a part of my pros. Be ready for that. But yeah, and then my second one is that Reggie and Jake killed 3 dogs.
Did they?
Yeah. When they blew up the armory, the dogs were inside, and it killed the dogs.
Oh, they deserved it. Those dogs were douchebags.
But, well, they killed 3 dogs. I put that as a con because, like, hey, dog, like, I can understand you got to fight back, but this is a kid's movie. You ain't got to be going and killing the dogs.
Those dogs were douchebags, bro. Screw those dogs.
It don't matter. They weren't in the wrong. They were just following their rule of law.
Exactly.
So,
why were they doing that? You know who else said we were just following orders? Yeah.
Hey. I was gonna say something, but hold it back. Look, but these are dogs, and they played like dogs. They weren't smart like the turkeys apparently are, and they're not as smart as the humans. So let it be.
Hey.
Well, that's it for my cons. Short and simple.
Okay. All right. We're gonna get into mine. So my first con. How is this turkey ordering a pizza?
Pizza delivered right now.
Because it showed when it went to the pizza man's first view, he was gobbling at him. He wasn't talking. So how did he order these pizzas? Who paid for the pizza? Did he just get free pizza because it was delivered to the White House? Like, I don't understand.
That's the only explanation. But then, how did the guy get to the door?
Like, how do you just casually walk up to the White House door? No security check, no anything. And it wasn't Secret Service that opened the door. It was Reggie, the turkey himself. And how do you look at a turkey, open the door, and you're just like, here you go, man.
And then, yeah, and he just grabs the pizza from your hand and you just accept it.
And like
come on.
on top of that, like him dapping up Reggie and everything, like how do you get to that point with this turkey? I don't understand.
And all the pizza I could eat. I finally had it all.
I hate it.
Funny. But it's still funny. You can't say it's not. But yes,
It was the movie. As much as I hate to admit it, it was funny. I laughed a lot. And then on top of that, it's like the perfect spoof movie. So if you like scary movie, like the scary movie movies, like any
Comebacks,
other
I'm
spoof
just
movies, you
gonna
know, like the comebacks is crazy. Um,
This is the first one that popped in my mind that wasn't scary movies. But yeah.
Vampire sucks. If you like any of those movies, as an animated movie, this is the perfect spoof movie, and I hate to admit that.
He's like, this movie sucked, but I loved it.
Like, all
What's
right,
your second con?
the second con. So Jake can open a window, but he can't open a fence.
Like a gate?
The gate, yeah. So he climbed through the window flawlessly, might I add. But then they get to the gate and he's like, "What is this?" I don't understand. How does that work?
I don't know. Don't ask me. But
The,
that's fun.
the levels of stupidity was there. All right, my third con. Did the government not have like a tracking device on this egg? Like they were just
No, they did. That makes it more confusing because they said like we can see them wherever they go.
so what were they doing? Did they not have like a recall function or anything like that? They were just like, "Oh, this is perfectly fine. This egg is fine." You know, like I'm confused. And oh my god.
Well, hold on. This is what confuses me is I think I can answer that by the base of the egg had its own thought process.
True.
So it could have just been declining the request and they just watched this egg go through time. It was like, why the fuck is it going to 1648 or whatever it was?
Yeah. Oh man. Okay, my last con for this movie. Pizza being the what bridges the gap between what they used at the end to bring harmony between Turkey and mankind.
It wasn't the great turkey, it was always Reggie.
What are you saying? That brought the whole story together. Like
How
he's
did he-
ordering pizzas all the time.
How did he bring that many pizzas back? It
That
just
egg
kept
can hold a
multiplying. They just kept multiplying.
Ugh.
You're not gonna tell me that pizza man was just like, "All right, little buddy, let's go back in time. Here you go. All these pizzas. Who paid for this? I don't know." Like that man is
White
fired
House,
when he got
the
back.
White House. The White House paid for it. All of them.
So stupid.
That's how the government spends its money. Buying pizzas for turkeys
Ugh.
to send back to the first Thanksgiving.
This movie, man. What did you have me watch?
Dude, I told you. I forgot I've actually seen this movie before watching it again. But hey, it's for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's just right around the corner. When I say right around the corner, if you want to date it, it's on Thursday.
So stupid. So stupid.
It's fantastic.
This might actually be put out on Thanksgiving too. That's the funny part.
Yes! Perfect. Perfect. Please get it out there. That's beautiful.
I'm pretty much all caught up with every. That's for after. What are we doing? What are we doing? All right. Go into your pros.
We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving.
My pros, I got 6. I'm just going to warn you.
All right,
First
let's
one,
talk about
the
it.
warning intro.
The disclaimer, yes, that's one of mine too.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, check it out. Let's get into it. Because when I was first watching it and it says warning, I'm like, what? Why is it a warning? And then it goes, oh, this is not historically accurate. I just want you to know this. It's not historically accurate. Well, except the talking turkeys. That is
That is
perfectly
real.
100% true.
That is historically accurate. Yes, I saw that. And that's my first pro. Actually, I was like, that has to get written down right now.
Yeah, that's how you know this movie was about to be crazy.
Stupid. It was
That's
about to
the
be
intro.
stupid.
Ugh. Okay, number 2, toot my own horn for the
My own horn, but toot toot. Okay.
Meeting by Reggie. So I had to ask Mysticus here what I meant about this, and he had to explain to me why I wrote this down. Completely forgot again, but this was hilarious because Reggie's like, "Hey, they're trying to fatten us up to feed us. They're gonna eat us," and they're all like, "Shut up!" And then they run inside and they're like, "They're trying to eat us." It's like, not to toot my own horn. It's like, Reggie, dog, wrong time. You can say it later. But then they volunteer Reggie as tribute. They're like, Reggie, here you go. You're getting fed.
Give him
They
Reggie.
got pardoned. Yeah. Ugh.
Oh
It was
man,
so funny. And then you see nothing of those turkeys ever again.
never again. They just don't exist anymore after that.
Beautiful. My next one is very specific, and I had to look it up to remember. So when the little girl was introducing Reggie to everybody, she goes to Paul and goes, "Hey, this is Paul. He's getting a divorce."
A cow and a chicken, and that's Paul. He's getting a divorce. Yay!
Yes, that's one of mine too.
Yeah.
And then Paul's like all happy, and then she says he's getting a divorce, and he's just like, oh.
Why'd you have to remind me? Oh, it was so funny. I started laughing, and my wife looked at me like, "Why is that funny?" And I'm like, she just randomly goes up to old dude and says he's getting a divorce.
Oh my! But
Introduced
she
him
was
to a turkey.
she was outing everybody though. This is the
But that
maid.
would just
She
make-
eats her feelings.
Yes. I like that girl. I might have to write her down.
She is a pro, man.
'Cause she's-
But we'll talk about it.
Yeah, okay, then I'll wait. My fourth one. The questioning of what is said. So when when Jake is like, we're gonna do it like a menu, and they're like, "What's a menu?" And he's like, "A menu is at a restaurant."
What's a restaurant?
It's like that made me think realistically. Like if you were to travel back then, you would have to describe everything because you wouldn't know how to talk. Like I don't even know when restaurants were invented. Like, but definitely not in the settlements. You had to get your own
Definitely
food
not.
from
Yeah.
the store.
Oh
But that
man.
was funny. I enjoyed that. Made me feel good. Okay, number 5. I have Jake and Ranger's dance off.
That was so
Okay.
stupid. It was so stupid. And what makes me so mad about it was that again, I know I said it already, but this was the perfect spoof movie. Like perfect animated spoof movie. They led up into that dance scene so perfect as any other spoof movie would do it. And it made me so mad that they did it perfectly. Cause I was like, look, I love spoof movies. I love dumb idiot movies like that. Those are that's my favorite genre. I will go and get on Amazon and Amazon Prime, and watch all of that right now. I don't care. I love them. But the fact that they were just like, and then a full dance scene out of no. Where and then the chipmunks at the end.
Oh. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. It's worth it. That's why it's a pro. It was perfect. It's beautiful.
They did it. I'm so upset how well they did it.
And then they both punch each other in the gizzard. And then they're both acting like they just got kicked in the nuts. They're like, perfect.
Oh man.
My last pro simple. The president of Rick and Morty is the head turkey.
Yeah, Keith David.
Yeah. Here's why that is perfect. If you have never seen the Pardon in Thanksgiving.
Oh
episode
yeah,
of
Rick and Morty. I didn't even put that together.
I started listening to him and he's giving commands and I'm like, why does that sound familiar? And I kept thinking, I'm like, that's Rick and Morty. It's the president of Rick and Morty turned into a turkey.
I didn't even
he
put that
traveled back.
together with the turkey and the pardoning of the Rick and Morty.
Dude, that's why it's my pro.
They watched that Rick and Morty episode. They were like, make a movie out of it right now.
We need him. We need him.
All right.
It's beautiful. Hit me up with your pros.
As we know, my first pro is the disclaimer at the beginning of the movie.
It's beautiful.
My second pro, however, is when they called Reggie the anti-corn. And I just found it so funny because they were like, toss him out, he's the anti-corn. I was like, not them making the religion out of corn.
I feel like
Alright.
that was also a Rick and Morty spoof. Damn, they have a lot of Rick and Morty spoofs in there. Because when they go to the planet of corn, everything's corn. And Rick's
Yeah.
like, we gotta get out of here.
We gotta
That's
leave.
crazy.
But all right. My third pro is actually Owen Wilson and Keith David, and like it being a stacked cast because I love when movies have stacked casts for no reason. Like when they just get
Why
the
does this
best
always
people.
happen?
Because it's so frequent. Like they get like the best people to be in these movies, and it's always gonna be a pro of mine. And Owen Wilson, the moment he started talking, I was like, if I don't get a single wow, I'm gonna be upset.
He does it like 3 times, doesn't he?
I think he does it twice.
But he does it.
He does it though. He does it. That's the best part. All right.
Wow.
Wow. All right. My first.
His first pro. He's already named 3. Let's go back to 1.
I combined like 4 and 1. My fourth pro is the little girl, cause like she was hilarious, bro. Just running around exposing everybody. Why does she have this much knowledge?
I know. And then she just passes out. It's like all that knowledge is overwhelming, and then she's just like, I'm tired.
And goes to bed. Like she ran through the White House, and everybody she saw spilt their tea for no
Put him
reason.
on blast.
Immediately to a
Throwing
turkey.
shots. Yeah, so I think it's why they don't get upset, really, because they're like, she's telling a turkey. And then in the back of their mind, I'd be like, why is she telling a turkey that this just happened?
How does she know that? That's what I would wonder. All right. My fifth pro was Paul's divorce. Because I had to specifically point that out. That was hilarious.
And it's funny because he's all proud at first. She's like, that's Paul. He's getting a divorce. And they just,
Oh.
man, I just had to remind me.
I actually had a lot of pros. Our next
I
one.
thought of another one if you don't say it. So let's keep
My
going.
next pro is the fact that the time traveling machine is an egg and they were hen. They were like turkeys. So it's like the whole chicken or the egg, which came first joke. I absolutely love that. Because I put way too much thought into it. I was very much so intoxicated while watching this movie as well. So I started thinking, I was like, are they in a freaking egg?
Chat, put in sober up if you want to see this man not watch a movie intoxicated.
It won't happen. Sorry.
Well, I guess that's why you enjoyably hate this movie.
Yeah, that's literally what it was. All right. I forgot who this was, but Steve? I put Steve as a pro.
That's the egg.
Yes, the egg. And it's the fact that voice actor is like well known and he's always like goofy. I love it. Cause like Steve was just like, losing power, go away, and then they went away. And he's like, finally, alone time.
Oh.
My last pro, the guards. Absolutely had to put the guards on there. You know, the ones in like the hazmat suits.
Funny, right?
Yeah.
It's like, how do we handle the situation? How do we address the situation?
How do we address it, sir? With cranberry sauce.
No,
Not me.
and they were just like, I'm not going. Not me. And they kept going down the line. He's just like, not it. Oh.
I am not going up there.
I'm not going out there.
I'm definitely. Oh.
Sorry, bro.
2 weeks from retirement.
Good luck.
Oh. It's like 2 weeks before retirement.
Yeah, always.
And the guy in the egg, the test runner that they had, he's just like, he's like, in the excruciating pain you're gonna be going through, and he's like, what? You guys didn't tell me that? They muted the audio.
They said there's a 0% chance of survival. He's like, no, thank you.
He just muted him.
And he just runs past Reggie and Jake like it's nothing. He just looks at them, just keeps running. Whatever, not my problem.
Flies off. Why watch the movie. Just watch the movie, all right? I hated it, but watch it.
So I came up with another pro because I was thinking about it. Because we haven't talked about her at all. Reggie's love interest.
She was hilarious.
Now, my pro is her lazy eye, but she as a person is funny. She's like, I get nervous, and it's like a real romantic scene. Can you imagine looking at somebody, and then their eye, like, it's like they're about to kiss, and then their eye just goes, you're like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Oh, my God.
But no, they, something about her that I thought was crazy was that she's like, we got to keep the peace. We got to keep the peace. As soon as her dad dies, she's like, kill them all! Let's kill them all!
That's so real, though. That is so real. You didn't tell me. My Chief Bungalow. Bungholio, excuse me. I know what you are.
You ready?
Yeah.
You got anything to talk about? You got any talk about?
Nah, I think we basically discussed everything with the pros.
Nope, I got one because I got a question.
All right, let me hear it. Let's hear it. Let's talk.
In a time loop, does Reggie's bloodline end?
I'm confused.
So if him and that girl have babies, does it just lead back up to him like he's his own grandpa moment, and he travels back in time?
I don't think that's how it works. That's why I hate time travel movies, and I texted you and told you I hate time travel movies because I called it immediately what the plot, like what the end was going to be, and I was like, I absolutely hate time movies. I'm not going to spoil anything for y'all.
It's a kid movie, it's a time movie, and it's a spoof movie, all in one. So of course they're going to have the most simplistic, guessable ending of all time.
No, it's just, I wouldn't say it's the simplest. It's literally just time travel movies. That's the plot they always try to throw in there. Like,
I'm just confused on, like, why do you deal with the doorknob?
The doorknob didn't have, like, any significance.
It was legit just like, it was the reminder, like, it's a doorknob. Like, I thought it was going to open something at first. Like, it's going to be like he puts it to it and opens it that Reggie had to travel back with, and that's where the whole sequence. No, it's legit. Oh, Reggie just so happens to remember, I'm the great turkey.
And it's so stupid because, like, he
remember.
literally could have just went back and been like, hey, make sure the horn cap is twisted all the way on or something silly. Like,
yeah.
And, like, that's what I thought he would have done or something. Not bring back pizza. Like, they threw a twist at me. Yeah, nah, I think since he went back and he cleared it and he fixed it, the problem, I think time would follow a different path. And he would actually be able to live out his days unless he were to decide to, like, fracture it again and make a new loop.
Yeah, that's fair. It just completely goes off different trajectory.
It's like he did what he needed to do, so there was no need for him to go back and make the loop in the first place. He succeeded.
See, and that must be all timelines. It's like, is he his own grandpa? No, he's not. He is now living in that time period.
Exactly. So, like, it just branched off that way, and it does its own thing. Miles Morales.
You ready for the draft?
We didn't know we were doing a draft, but let's go.
We're always doing a draft.
We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving.
I told you, I'm just going to make it up on the spot. We're going to run with it.
Let's
We're
hear
going
it.
to choose three characters to help us save Thanksgiving.
Okay. I figured that's what it was going to be.
You want to shoot first? I'll let you shoot first.
As much as I hated him, I'm taking Jake.
You know what? I'm going to counter it with Ranger.
That's fine. That's fine. That's valid. That's valid.
I wanted one of them.
So are we just doing, like, the turkeys or characters in general?
Any of them.
I'm taking Steve.
Oh, he's taking the egg. Dang it. That might be an instant dub for you.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm going to take, I don't remember his name. The dude who is the leader of the turkey hunts.
Oh, I know it started with an S, I think. The hunter dude.
Yeah, I'm just going to put the hunter dude down, and I don't know who he is.
We'll look it up later and fix it if we need to.
I didn't think I would need to know his name, to be honest with you.
That's crazy. Yes. What is it? My last pick. Let me get. Just for comedic relief, because Steve and Jake, they'll already handle the situation. We'll handle it. I want the blue bird. I forgot what his name was.
Oh, the Hispanic one?
The
one that
Hispanic
talks about
bird,
Hispanic.
yes. I want the Hispanic. Why was there a Hispanic bird during this time? Like a random Hispanic bird amongst turkeys. Like, what
And
was
he
going on
married to a
there?
chicken or something?
No, I don't think he was married to the chicken. I think they were just like best friends. He's like, he looks up to me. Give me a high five.
I got to keep my image.
A random Hispanic bird. I don't think he was a turkey.
No, he wasn't. He was like a blue jay or something. Something simple.
Something crazy. For comedic relief, we gotta have him.
I'm going to take Ranger's sister. Don't remember her name at all.
I think it started with the J.
I feel like it was Susan for some reason, but
Can you guys tell that we watched this? Huh?
we're not good with names. If you didn't know that already.
Oh, man.
We're going back in time to.
Okay, so I'll start with mine. And since it is a movie, it is what, out of 25?
Yes.
Sounds
You're right. It does start
great.
with a J, but what is it?
Janice, Janet, Janae, Jenny.
Jenny.
I knew it was something. I was just gonna keep naming J names until I figured it out.
Okay. Okay, so out of 25, entertainment, go.
I give it a 25. As much as I absolutely hated this movie, I absolutely loved it as well. And again, perfect spoof movie. So if you love spoof movies, please go watch it. The characters' likability, likableness, like yes.
Likability.
I actually gave it 25. I enjoyed all of the characters, even the bad guys this time around, because like
Well, it's because they have a reason. They have a good just.
they have a
feeling
very valid
about
reason.
themselves. Like, hey, we're hungry. There are birds. Let's get them and eat them.
Even the actual like, I would say the actual bad guy, the mayor, whatever he was, like the leader
was
of the
horrible.
charge,
No,
he
the-
was hoarding the food.
No, yeah, that pissed me off. Like everybody's dying of starvation. And he's over here, 400 pounds, and you're like, I think they should eat him.
Exactly. Character development, I'm legitimately gonna give like a 10. There was no real development because there didn't need to be development.
No, the only person who had any development was Reggie realizing he's the great turkey.
That
and
was
then
it.
Adjusting his life like of what he wanted.
That was it. So there was no real character development in this, so it's a 10. Story, I would give the story like a 15. It wasn't a great, like, all right, hear me out. Hear me out. Let me explain myself with the 15, right? So not only was the story just all over the place, basically, like it was a direct story, go back, stop Thanksgiving. But it didn't feel like that's what they were originally, like that's what they were achieving. You know what I'm saying? Like there was just so much happening in this movie, and it's like, I'm just here to laugh at this point. I'm not here to follow a story.
Yeah, I understand. But me and you had similar ratings, but slightly different at the same time. So for entertainment, I gave it a 25, and character likability, I also gave it a 25. I was thinking about lowering that because of the mayor, but he's not in it enough for me to.
Yeah,
Put
he
it down.
literally shows up, what, 3 times? And that's just
Yeah,
to
and
progress the
it's-
plot?
Or basically say why everybody's starving and they're hunting the turkeys in the first place.
Yeah.
So, character development, I gave it 12 because at least one, maybe 2 characters, if we really look into it, developed.
Yeah.
So it definitely can't get any higher than less than halfway there. And then storyline, I gave it 12 because the story was go back and save Thanksgiving. Or to stop Thanksgiving was the original, like, we need to stop Thanksgiving. And all they did was put pizza on the menu instead of turkey.
Yeah.
They just made Thanksgiving worse. Like, no
Pretty
offense,
much,
pizza's great.
yeah.
But look, they couldn't have made it ham or something.
I was
Couldn't
just
go
saying
find a
they
bunch of
couldn't.
pigs to volunteer.
Even that, but like they couldn't just go back and be like, still give them the rest of the food somehow, and like just not
Yeah,
have
like
turkeys.
break into the break into the food storage and give them all that.
Exactly. Like pizza though. What's up, Woody?
Yeah.
What's good, bro? I haven't talked to you in a minute. Good luck on the stream, man. Stay safe. All love, fam. All love to you too, Brody.
Okay, so we gave this about the same. I gave it a 74. You gave it a 75. So solid C. I think the only reason it got that high was for its entertainment.
It's
in, like,
entertainment
movie.
and the characters. That's the only reason it got that high. Because if it wasn't entertaining or I didn't like the characters, this movie would be trash. It would be terrible.
Okay.
It is a
I
bad
got
movie.
3 things. I got 3 things. First one, which is higher? Because we're doing the Rotten Tomato scores now. The tomato meter or the audience score? The popcorn meter. Which one's higher?
The tomato meter.
No. Okay. Now, I want you to guess both of them. And now that you know that one's higher than the other, which one do you want to start with?
I'm going to guess the tomato meter, and I'm going to say that's a 40. It's lower?
Yes.
25. Whoa, they hated this movie.
Not much lower than 25, but
20.
lower than 25. It is 20.
They hated this movie. Jeez, with good reason. This movie was bad.
No, because they don't watch. Okay, the tomatoes meter does not watch movies for entertainment. They don't watch shows for entertainment. They watch it to judge and to make sure they think it's good enough to make sense. And they're never right. Like they'll say something's 100, and we're over here like, ugh,
That was more
90
like
at
a
best, whatever.
80,
But yeah, now popcorn meter. What
50.
you thinking?
Dang.
Not much.
45.
It is 45.
All right. See, they hated the movie. That's valid though, because this movie was. If it wasn't funny, or if our humor wasn't broken, because that's what it is, we have broken humor. This movie would have been. I would never watch this movie again. I would literally probably only put this movie on if I'm stoned out of my mind.
Okay, I'm gonna read the top critics comment, and it kind of makes me mad. It makes me want to give this a higher score. This is sorry to shout you out like that. Just wondering why. Ultimate embarrassing and even offensive, but has an offbeat premise, some neat characters, and plenty of guffaffle-worthy gags.
You know what? Just because they called it offensive, and this movie was not offensive at all, I am increasing my score. I am increasing my score of this movie. I'm going to give character development a 20 now, just because of them. Because what's offensive about this movie, bro?
It has a warning intro. Oh, so someone else actually said Owen Wilson can do better than this. Time traveling turkeys? Are you serious? Fair enough. I'll give you that one.
Nah, that's real. That's real. That's a real one. You know, that's a real one. But can he really, though? Every single one of his movies have been goofy as all hell.
Here's a more positive one, just to end off a positive one. Dang, somebody was watching this in 2020. Well, we're watching in 2024, so. It's nice to get a Thanksgiving movie that doesn't revolve around tedious family drama. Though you may wind up having an uncomfortable conversation with your kids about exactly where your holiday meal comes from. Gave it a B-.
That's crazy.
That dude knows what's up. He was doing this before we were. So
That dude was stoned out of his mind while watching it. What do you mean?
with his kids.
Yeah. Yeah, he took like 2 edibles while watching this movie to give it that high of a grade.
We gave it a C. He gave it 6 points higher.
That's still
Ooh.
6 points. That's still 6 points, man. That man was over there.
But
He
you
couldn't
see-
feel his
but you
toes.
Actually, You gave it an 85. So
Yes, I did increase it because
Changed it.
what was offensive about this movie, bro?
It has a warning label. It tells you it's not historically accurate except for them talking turkeys. Ugh.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
That's all we got, people.
That is all we have, actually. That was only 33 minutes. That was a short, quick episode.
Well, we didn't really have much for it. We had a lot of pros, some cons, and we just knocked it out. We just getting too good with it right now.
I guess all I can say is go watch the movie. If you have kids, go watch the movie. That'll be your excuse to watch it. I'm giving you an excuse. You have kids, but you're watching it
Here's
for
my
yourself.
excuse. You're an adult. You can do whatever you want. Don't listen to a man that has a podcast about cartoons.
Come here. Hold up. Come here. Not you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I'm gonna move this over here. I'm gonna move that here. Hold up. Let me make sure this goes well, because I'm gonna be mad if the bit doesn't work. Come here. Listen to me. Don't listen to him. You listen to me. All right. Use the excuse that you have kids, because if you as a grown adult is watching this movie,
You're an adult.
I'm gonna tickle you. I'm gonna send demons to touch your toes. All right.
Okay, Diddy, stop it, Diddy.
Tickle your toes. Yeah. All right. Then get out of my face.
Okay, this is getting weird. We got to get out of here.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a great night. Take it easy. Be good people on the good stuff. We love y'all, and we will see y'all